What's up, guys? All right, so sticking to the all-star related topics, meaning, topics involving NBA stars and fun topics that aren't that serious. We're going to go with one that Hoop Central brought up, saying you can only keep 3. And the 3 players that we got to pick out of these 5 are, as you guys can see, Chris Paul, Damian Lillard, Luka Doncic, Trae Young, and John Morant. Now, let me preface this before we get into it. I tend to overthink shit. Erwin can vouch for this. And I wasn't sure if are we gonna do our favorite 3 players, or are we gonna do who we think are the top 3 players right the fuck now? Because there's a difference. It's like when you're making music of your top artists, top rappers, there's your favorites, and then there's all-time best, all-time favorites, all-time best. Like, if that's how it really is. And for this one, I'm personally gonna stick with the 3. We can do both, but I'm going to stick with the 3 that I personally want to keep watching now and moving forward until, they RIP their careers. What about you? How are you taking this?
It's similar to what you're saying, but I want to keep it very simple. It's the 3 that I'm picking right now at this moment and the 3 for the future.
What? So is it your 3 favorite or who you think are the 3 best players?
I'm just doing my own, okay, fine. 3 best, fine. God damn it, man. It's like,
just explain it.
You just want to overcomplicate shit.
No, it's not complicated, bro. I just asked you, are you going to go with your list of 3? Is it going to be your favorite 3 players out of these 5? Or is it going to be the ones who you think are the 3 best? Because, it could vary.
Fine. 3. I'm going to go with what you're saying. 3 best and the 3 that I want to see in the future. There.
Okay. So future me, okay.
Oh my god, man! I'm like,
y'all feel me on this though, right? Like, you're confusing me, yo. Guys. If I'm asking it complicated, please put it in the comments, because I feel like I'm articulating it pretty well.
Nah, you're saying it in a gifted, gifted articulation over here, man. I'm like, hey, shouldn't everybody's gifted?
Shut the fuck up. Yo, shout out to Apple Elementary for that last episode I sent you the joke. You saw the joke, right?
Yeah, that was pretty funny. All right, but anyways, whatever criteria you want to use, this is America, wherever you're watching it, man. Like, you'll be able to do whatever the fuck you want to do.
That's true.
So, you got Chris Paul, you got Damian Lillard, Luka, Trae, and Ja. Who are your 3?
All right, so my 3 favorite that I want to stick with now and moving forward, if they were to the other 2 were to disappear, it's gonna have to be Luka, Ja, and Dame. Okay. And yeah, you definitely can't wait to go into the details on why. What about you?
Okay, so right now, in the present, I'm going with Dame, Luka, and CP3. However, if it's for the future, it's very obvious. I'm going with Trae, Ja, and Luka, because those 3 are the youngest fellas, over there when it comes to that. But I would love it for Dame and CP3 as they're getting older and they're running out of chances to be able to win a championship. If those 3 can team up together, that'd be amazing.
Okay, so that's why. Okay, so tying in with that, that's why I got Dame on my 3, because Dame is someone that I really, really, really enjoy watching play, especially during crunch time, playoff games. Like, he turns it up. There's a reason Dame time is a thing. Yep. He can shoot it, he can take it in, and he leads his team. He just needs a better team. And I will stick to the fact that I truly believe, like, once him and Portland are done, because that toxic relationship needs to end.
Oh no, man, that's not gonna end.
Fuck.
It's not gonna end.
Then
man.
We'll see a revitalized Dame in a different franchise.
Yeah, it's not happening.
And I want to see him win a chip. Like, obviously, I want to see CP3 win a chip too. But personally, again, my list is a more personal, opinionated list. I want to see Dame over CP3 win a championship, and I just like Dame's game more. Like, well, I don't want to say more, because CP3's game is phenomenal, especially as a floor general and a true point guard. But he's just funner to watch. And yeah, I'll get into the next 2 after.
Yeah, man, and like for people that I've been seeing as well, man, like leaving CP3 and Dame because they have not won a championship. I'm like, come on, man, don't do that either, man. Like, them not having a championship does not diminish, like, the contributions they have done.
Draymond addressed this recently on the JJ Redick podcast.
Yeah,
he addressed it really well.
Take time into consideration as well when you're making your picks.
Yeah, and I want to see how the whole Dame in Portland, I guess, storyline plays out. Like, is he gonna be there for the rest of his career? He's only 31, turns 32 after the end of the season, so he's still got at least 3 to 4 years of quality time. I mean, play in him. You know what I mean?
Look, man, there's like a story that we have seen multiple times. I think what's gonna happen is
they're gonna break up
eventually, but that's gonna be like maybe 3 or 4 years down the line when Dame is past his prime.
I really hope not.
When he's past his prime and like the Dame that you see wherever he joins the championship contenders, you're not gonna recognize him. He's gonna be a shell of himself. Or best case scenario, he'll be, I don't know, how can I put it to this way? I mean, Carmelo. Yeah, man, kind of. I guess.
I could see him transition as he gets older to a phenomenal role player.
Okay.
Phenomenal, not just a great, but phenomenal role player. If it's like, or if he does in his mid-30s, but I think now's the time. Dame, get the fuck out, book it. Let them trade you so the narrative doesn't fall on you, the fault doesn't fall on you. I don't think anyone will blame you for leaving them anyways. It's a fucking, I don't want to say it's a poorly run organization, but not on the same level as top tiers like a Warriors.
I wouldn't say they're a bad organization. They just had bad luck, man. It just hasn't gone their way.
But all right, moving on. We both got Luka.
Yeah.
Now, I got Luka because
he's your boy.
Similar to Dame, the highlight reel. I love amazing highlights and special highlights. Not like, you can get highlight reels from almost any NBA player, but special highlight. The way he fucking views the game of basketball. You can see it the way he plays. He can read defenses really well. He can maneuver just like on a stop, and great assist, great offensive game. Defense needs a little picking up, but then that all ties into his future. I'm also very curious, very, very curious and intrigued to see what the future holds for this man, because I really do believe he has the true potential to be an all-time player. I think if the NBA 75 list added someone really young like they did with Shaq back in the 90s with the 50th one, I think Luka should have been slotted in, because that's how much belief I have. Like, for me, it's almost a given, and I would keep him here because I want to see it play out. If it sucks, cool, at least I'll see it play out, but I really do think it's more than likely that if he stays with Dallas, he moves somewhere else, however the fuck he plays his game, it's going to be a career to witness. Well,
already the crazy thing about it already is if you include his contributions, I'm talking about Luka, with what he's done in Europe, he's already a borderline Hall of Famer.
Oh, yeah. I mean, what he's done for the game of basketball, yes. He's, where we talk deep about ball. He's different. I mean, yes. And then if he ends up being an NBA all-time historic player, like,
he can,
at least a top 20, 25, like, that'll be something that he'll have as part of his legacy that nobody in that top 20, 25 has. Like, yes, we've had international players like Dirk that have done crazy things that came from overseas to the United States and the NBA. Manu. But we have not had someone that played overseas, killed it, and then came here with hype and speculation, and then killed it here too. You know what I mean?
Wait, but didn't Dirk play in Europe?
Yeah, but Dirk did not come. Well, I was too young, so I'm not sure. But I don't think he came with the hype. Like, he came as the prodigy. Luka came as the golden boy. You know what I mean? Like, he was hyped. Okay. And then he came, and already in his first year, it was the closest thing that I've seen to, like, LeBron's first year in the NBA. Where, like, already from year one, he was already, he didn't carry his team to no finals or shit. LeBron even carried them to a playoffs that first year. But he fucking made a change, and he made an impact on the league immediately. That is so rare, you know what I mean? And then ever since then, he's in his fourth year now. It's just been crazy. All he has to do is get over those playoff humps.
Yeah, at least he's not gonna meet the Clippers. It looks like he's not gonna meet the Clippers this time around.
And the amount of fucking game winners that Luka has had in the NBA is also fascinating. I can't wait to see more and more coming from him from that.
No, man, absolutely, man. It's exciting.
And I believe in Mark Cuban and the Mavericks organization. As long as he stays there, whether it's his whole career or not, I know Mark and Co are going to do their best to, like, give it their all with this guy.
So why'd you cut whoever you cut, man? Why?
CP I cut because I've said this before in other videos. I was a huge CP3 fan back in the day, especially like the Hornets days, the early Clippers days. After a while, got off that train, and not like the bandwagon, just a train. I'm still a fan of him, but not like, like that intense. And then now it's just like cool. It just doesn't excite me as much as other players. Okay. And it's like, for me, it's like your time has passed. Now my eyes are over here on these youngins. You know what I mean? And they're doing so much more extraordinary things, so many of them, that I'm kind of like, my face has turned. You know what I mean? I'm on to my second wife.
Oh, okay, like that, huh?
Like that.
Damn, man,
and I still got mad love for him. And last year,
this man's not loyal at all, man. I'm like, you see, John, 10 years, man. He's talking all this stuff about you, man. 10 years, he's gonna dump you for the next NBA
that's
rookie.
pro sports, man. It's a constant revolving door.
Not loyal, man. Not loyal.
Constant revolving door, and. Yeah, whatever happens with him, I look forward to it. I was rooting for him last year. Like, whether it was Giannis that got his first chip or CP3, I would have been really happy to see CP3. But yeah, and it's like a little old. Like he's a little too old. Whatever. And Trae, you already know how I feel about Trae. Great talent, great player. But to me, compared to Luka and Ja, he is not going to reach the potential that Luka and Ja can reach.
No, obviously not, man. But right now, if you put them like the player right now, Chris Paul has the experience. He has done this before other times. He has been able to mesh with other players. Right now, he's doing it with Booker. He's done it with Harden back in Houston as well. It's like, you put Chris Paul, like, because it'd be kind of tough to like put these three guys together, especially the young guys, Ja, Trae. They have similar. They have similar skill sets, and it's gonna be a little bit difficult to mesh them together. If that makes any sense.
No, facts.
With Chris Paul, Dame, it goes with it as well. But okay.
All right, and then lastly, I had to include Ja because, like I said, it's an opinionated list. But in terms of, I kind of touched on it when I explained why I cut Trae. Ja and Luka, out of the three young guys here, and also in general of probably most of the players under 25 as of this year, to me have some of the highest ceilings for the sport and for the league.
Gotcha.
I really think Ja could be. I've been saying this before. I'm gonna say it again. He reminds me of a young Wade. Wade finally quote retweeted it, and I was like, "Hey man, it came from his mouth now," and not just with his athleticism, but his leadership. His potential. Draymond already said too. Ja, when it comes to all the young guys, when he was talking about highest basketball IQs and greatest minds, you saw that quote?
Yeah.
He brought up Ja. It was LeBron, Rondo, and CP3. And he's like, when it comes to the young guys, Ja. And I was like, thank you.
About time.
Thank you. Because I haven't said those words exactly, but I've been saying, like, guys, pay attention to how he views the floor. Pay attention to like how he just interprets the game. And on top of that, his leadership. So I can't wait. Kind of what I said with Luka. I cannot wait to see what Luka does these next 5 to 10 years and moving forward. He's only 22?
Spring chicken.
And he's got at least 10 years, probably 15 to 20.
Minimum.
Yeah. And same with Luka. Highlight reel, those dunks, those clutch shots, those fucking moments too. He gives us moments. I'm gonna pick that over. Trae gives us moments too, but they're like a lot of 3-point pizzazz. I'm sorry, man. Curry does that better. Ja, bringing back that paint game. There was this stat I saw. I'll put it up here where I'm forgetting this guy's last name. You know what I'm talking about? He has the most points in the paint for a guard since ever.
But anyways, yeah, man, with these old guys, I guess since you want to go with the young guys, I'm going to go back to the old guys. Appreciate what Chris Paul and Damian Lillard are doing now as they're getting older. He's 36, Chris Paul, and he's still playing like an MVP.
Oh, for sure. But appreciate what Ja's giving you.
Obviously, but we have more time to appreciate it.
Yeah, but, some of the little worries that people already brought up, how long can this athleticism peak that he has now stay with him? I really hope injury doesn't catch up to him like it did to Derrick Rose or other players we've seen. But yeah, he's bringing back the paint game. He's bringing some of that old school game back on top of the mental game.
If he could be in the dunk contest,
yes, Ja, please join next year. We already saw you're not gonna do it in 2022. 23 is looking great, bro. You win it in 23. 23 is the number of Jordan. I don't know that connection. You could be the next Jordan. I'm just saying you're doing to the Grizzlies what Jordan did to the Bulls, because they were irrelevant as fuck, as we learned in the Last Dance. Memphis was not as irrelevant as fuck, but they were irrelevant, and you're making them not just relevant but cool, making them cool. Like Kenny brought this up. You don't see there's certain players that do great stuff that people wear their jerseys, but you don't see it, like rocking that jersey for another team. Now I'm like, yo, I think I'm gonna get a fucking Ja Morant Grizzlies jerseys. Do I support the Grizzlies like that? No, but I support him so much that I'll tune into Grizzlies games. I'll tune into whatever he does, and now I'm like gonna buy merch that has his name on it.
Do it. But anyways, guys, let us know in the comments what you guys think. Who are you picking? Who are you cutting? And why? Either way, appreciate all the love and the hate.
What? It just sounds so robotic. Please leave in a comment if you think Irwin sounds robotic when he does this end chapter.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Just, yeah. Because I feel like if you hear it from them, then you'll be like, oh shit, okay, I gotta switch it out. Because he's one smooth cat, guys. I'm telling you that right now.
Still gonna say the same thing, man, like in Succession, man. Fuck off. But anyways, appreciate all the love and the hate. You guys already know. Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, all podcast TV platforms. We'll catch you guys soon. For now, later.
Take care.